Good morning, everyone. I guess it's still morning. It's 10 to 12 where I am. I am about to jump on a live with Sue, and we are going to do a full moon card pull reading and healing session, which we call our soul revival. So I am going to up here and we will see what comes. There she is. Yay! It worked. Yay!
Finally, hey?
I know, it must be meant to be today.
Yeah, it's that moon energy.
Yes. It's
It's
intense,
intense.
eh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's been a little bit of this. I've been really good, and all of a sudden, a little bit today, I'm like, whoa, what's going on?
I've been up and down, and today I just feel hungover. I call it the full moon hangover. I feel hungover today. Like I feel, yeah, there's no other way to say it. How I used to feel when I feel hungover. That's how I
Yeah,
feel. Yeah. So,
yeah.
hi, Maya. It's my niece.
Oh, sweet.
Yes.
I can't see. How come I can't see who's on here?
I don't know. It's
Oh, it's
coming
weird.
up on yours below. Are you below on yours or above?
Below. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
Oh,
right.
whoops. I gave you a view of my outside.
You did. Well, I started the video and it was a view of my mermaid pillow and my avocado chips behind. And I'm like,
Uh,
no, that's not right. See, full
yeah.
moon hangover.
Yeah. This, I'll show you my view. This is what I look at every time I do readings and coaching and all of that. Like, who doesn't want that for a view to receive messages and enjoy and embrace, right?
That's beautiful. Yeah, I can show you mine too, if I can
Oh,
figure it out.
that's okay. I just wanted to show
There.
you my nature. Awesome.
Yeah, I love that big tree too. It talks to me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, let's do this. So this is
Go for it.
something that, did you introduce what we're doing?
I
Yeah.
did in the comments, and I said it's our full moon soul revival healing and reading is what I called it. So,
Okay. On my
and then
phone.
we can talk a little bit more when we're ready to close off on what our sessions are
Okay.
for anyone who's interested. So,
Perfect. My phone just warned me it's almost dead. So I
I
plugged it
know
in.
mine's too.
It's going to be good. So let's get going.
Okay, well,
Okay.
let's go.
I am hearing and feeling that around this full moon there is something with boundaries, boundaries and fear. So I don't know if there's something that is happening for some people that, if I set a boundary, they're never going to speak to me again. What are they going to think of me? There's something there, and it's holding you back from, joy, happiness, love, all of the things. So it is very, very profound right now, what's coming through.
I was going to say when you started talking, what I kind of got is the fear is, now it's escaped me. But a flower essence came up when you were talking about under awareness. So see, it's the essence of sage, which is inner wisdom of life experiences, understanding the meaning of life. And I feel like it was what kind of came through was fear of setting the boundary or fear of being worthy of, I think, or something around that. Is that
I'm, yeah, I feel like it's more of fear of if I do, um, something's going to happen. But what's happening is because you're not setting the boundary, it's stopping you from having, a fulfilled life or even um, meeting your dreams.
yeah? Okay, so sage, the positive qualities are wisdom derived from life experience, the ability to assess and understand life processes from a higher perspective. Patterns of imbalance are seeing life as ill-fated or undeserved, inability to perceive higher purpose and meaning in life events. Sage flower essence enables the self to learn and reflect about life experiences. I don't want to read it all because that's a lot on a live. Um, so what's really jumping out is this one for when one needs to step back and consider the unfolding events of life. More in touch when the soul becomes more in touch with its own spiritual meaning and purpose, and thus acquiring profound wisdom to heal and counsel others. And that's what I would about the boundaries is it's for me it was more of a feeling of if I set them, I can't put words to it, but like if I set them, then that's stepping more into my power, and there's fear around that. That's what the fear's around, is like being
Yeah,
powerful, I
yeah,
guess is the best way to
yeah.
sum it up.
Exactly. And I feel, well, there's going to be more than a few people that see this. So for different people, it'll be the different things, right? But
Yeah.
it's telling me now, after you've said that, is something more is going to be revealed to you, to whoever this is for, in regards to when you do set the boundaries, something more is going to be revealed. You will have your power back. You will, all of the things, right? Is what they're showing me, which is really cool.
And setting boundaries is so much. It's not about, for me, it's not about keeping others out, but it's about owning my own energy and owning
100%.
that power and keeping that sacred to me.
Yeah. And
And so,
knowing that you're worthy of having that boundary.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And like you said, there's so many different things that tie into that, but worthiness can definitely be one of them. And like that fear of being powerful and that fear of what does that mean and that fear of the unknown and all of that can tie into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So uh if this resonates, you can call Sage in by just repeating what I say, which is I ask for the flower essence of sage to enter my energy fields, energy body, and physical consciousness with the help of the divine. I ask for the flower essence of sage to assist me with getting in touch with my own spiritual meaning and purpose and being able to view life events from a higher perspective. I ask for the flower essence of sage to manifest, to integrate, and then wherever you're feeling it, just say and stabilize. I felt it in my heart, so.
Right here for me in the throat. Because for
Mm,
me, it's, often sometimes I don't speak my truth. I've learned to speak my truth. It's taken me years, but that's where it hits me usually. So,
and especially with what everything that's kind of come up, the throat, the higher throat chakra is your soul mission. And so really stepping into that power and stepping into your gifts and stepping into your soul mission. So that was making me a little bit teary.
yeah. And what ultimately we're here for a mission, right? We're here for our purpose, whatever that is for everyone, however that looks, right?
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
you can't make this up, but my background music, I just have YouTube on and the throat chakra healing just popped up. It just
Oh, wow.
switched.
Oh, wow. That's cool. And I had a deck in my hand and I'm just flipping it, and this came out, and it talks about leaving your social circles behind. So I'm not telling people to walk away from people, but if there's a boundary being set in honor for you to take your power back and be in it, then maybe those aren't the right people for you if they can't understand it or follow it or
Mhm.
honor it, right?
Hi, Sheila.
Hello, Sheila.
Um, absolutely. Yeah, and that's part of being able to stand in your power is if they can't respect that. And also a lot of times I found in my life too is the universe will, as soon as I set that energetic boundary, the universe will somehow remove them from my life in a beautiful way that's synchronistic, and those who can't align or can't respect that boundary are just no longer there.
Yeah, they're on their journey and you're on yours, and that's how that goes. You want me to pull a card from the surrender deck, or do you have
Absolutely.
another?
No,
Has something else come in? Okay.
I'm just checking, but you go ahead.
Okay. Ooh, this is totally off topic. Surrender to always being right. What I'm feeling from that, it's not necessarily about being right. It's always, or there's something here about feeling like your voice. Okay, this does have to do with boundaries. Feeling like your voice isn't being heard when you say, hey, I don't want to do this. That's a boundary, right? Or I can't help you today. And setting a boundary. And in some aspects, it might feel like you're not being heard if people are not honoring those boundaries and honoring you being in your power. You're laughing.
I know, right? Not at you.
Yeah, I
I
know.
often do that, and I try. I'm not good at hiding
No,
it.
I know you got something going there.
Yeah. So it came up under doubt after you pulled that card, and it's the flower essence of Buttercup, which is doubting one's true worth or vocation. So all about like what we were talking about setting that boundary, about standing up for you and your own worth and your own value and your own divinity. So Buttercup is such a beautiful one, and I won't read it all, but the positive qualities are radiant inner light, unattached to outer recognition or fame, self-assured. And I love the word self-assured. And specifically with Buttercup, it really talks about defining what success means to you rather than, you know, because your path is, like you said, your path is your path. And so we often tie our worthiness to external things or external validation or whatever, but those are the more typical. And so this one is all about just owning it yourself and feeling validated within yourself and knowing your worth within yourself. So if this resonates, um, call it in and I will do it again. I asked for the flower essence of Buttercup to enter my energy fields, energy body, and physical consciousness with the help of the divine. I asked for the flower essence of Buttercup to assist me with redefining my version of success that includes my radiant inner light. I asked for the flower essence of Buttercup to manifest, to integrate, and stabilize. That felt throaty to me too. That felt my throat.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. So
All
cool. I
right.
love it.
Do you have any
Anyone?
more that's coming up for you, or?
Not really. Is there anyone out there that has anything that they want to like maybe ask if they have, something going and we can pull it through for them and see what they need to call in and to help them?
Yeah, I'm open to that.
Hopefully my phone won't die on me before then.
I also wanted to say, when you were talking about boundaries and stuff, I feel, and I'm going to say our relationship, like, I think it's so beautiful when you energetically match with somebody because there's not a problem to put those boundaries up and they're respected and they are, like even doing this call. Do you want to do it now? Yeah, I'm good to do it now. Or, when it didn't work, or, and there's such a mutual respect and understanding that it's not like, oh, well, she's being lazy, or, oh, well, there's no judgment. It's just like, oh, it didn't flow. It didn't flow.
Yep.
Wasn't meant to be. And when we're both on that same page, it's so beautiful and wonderful because you don't have to vocalize it because you just know.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Well said. And there's an aspect here, well, with what we do together that I love is we both are not threatened with each other in a way that I feel that I can speak, you feel that you can speak, and as well as I don't feel what you have to offer is ever going to threaten me, and vice versa, right? So sometimes we have a hard time collaborating, and it's not because we don't want to with other people. It's where our vibrations are, and it has nothing to do with, you know, judgments. Well,
Hmm.
it doesn't for me when I collaborate anyway. So it's really great. I'm glad you brought that up. It's really
Yeah.
great to be able to, you know, be around like-minded people and know that we don't have to be threatened by each other, when we can just stand in our power and be honored for that. And
Hmm.
it goes the other way as well, right?
Yeah. Which I think definitely ties into that fear that you were talking about earlier, too. There's that fear. A lot
Yeah.
of us carry that. And varying places where it comes from, varying levels, varying
Yeah.
wounds that people
Yeah.
carry.
Yeah.
So,
So that's interesting that sage came up, and it's kind of making me think like so many people use sage for clearing. So is that clearing fear? Is that, you know what I mean? Is like there's so many labels to different plants and
yes.
what they do, right? So
Hmm.
it was interesting that, you know, sage came up.
Absolutely. Did I say what it came up under? Because I can't remember.
Awareness.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Thank you. I was like, I can't remember when I come up. I can't always remember. But yeah, and so that's what it was about. And it's, when we sage and we clear, it's to open us up to like that higher awareness and that higher understanding. And so the essence is all about connecting to that wisdom. And it's, for me, it's like moving up. So the view that we have when we usually cleanse is when we look down kind of thing and we see like the actual situation. But sage really helps us elevate our viewpoint of it so that we see it from an overarching, okay, this had to happen because this gave me this, or I got this experience, or whatever. So it allows us to see things from that bigger perspective.
Yeah. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
Hmm.
Awesome. I don't think we have anybody asking any questions, but
I don't think so.
I'm thinking,
All right.
okay.
Well, I am not getting anything else either, so
Yeah.
apparently that's the full moon energy we were supposed to offer.
Awesome.
For whatever reason. If you feel called and you would like, Sue and I are doing a soul essence revival, where we do this, just what we just did, and you get a Zoom recording within 2 days, and it's personalized to you. So anything you want to add and share who you are.
Yeah. I love it. I love the ones that we have done, how pinpointed it was for what they were going through without them telling us what's happening, and being able to clear out what is going on and calling in the essences and bringing in the plants. I just love that.
I know, me too. I've loved how beautifully we flow. Like even on today's, nothing was coming up until you pulled that card, and then the doubt came. And so it's very much synchronistic, and it's very much in flow, and I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. I have learned, that's one thing that I've learned, is to be more in flow and don't figure it out, because it's when you get there, it's going to change anyway. Chances are anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And
Totally.
we are doing a live one in Lethbridge at
Hmm.
the Free Your Soul Market. We're doing a live one. So if anyone wants to come that's in that area, on July 26th, and it's going to be, I'm like, what are we going to do? And I'm like, yesterday, I'm like, no, just going to go read what needs to be read and flow the way it needs to flow.
Absolutely.
It's going to be exciting.
We could try and plan it, but it wouldn't even come out the
No,
way we
because
planned
the
it.
energy is going
So,
to change by then anyway.
absolutely. And whoever's going to be there, it's for whatever they need. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I think it should be quite fun.
Yeah. Me too. The
All right.
beginning. All
Do you
right.
want to share who you are again? And
Oh,
then,
I'm sure. Sure.
yeah.
I am Sue Pickering. I'm the owner of Soul Works by Sue Pickering. I'm an intuitive. I am a certified soul coaching practitioner, and I do everything intuitively, and I help people break through their fears. And Tara is a huge compliment to that because she can give the essences to help break through as well, and it's awesome. Following your path and your passion and why you're here. It's awesome.
Absolutely. So, and for anyone who doesn't know me, I'm Tara, and I am from TSW Life Coaching. I'm the soulpreneur of TSW Life Coaching, and I am a healer. All
You are.
right. Well,
Thank you.
thank you all for who joined us and for anybody who watches. And if you want to reach us, you can reach us on our socials or on either of our websites. And if you want a soul revival session, which I highly recommend because first, I love working with you and there's so much fun to do and so powerful. With the two of us together, we are like a powerhouse.
We are.
So if you'd like that, you can reach out to us and we can do that. Okay, thanks for being here. Nice
Awesome.
seeing you.
Bye.
Bye.